Welcome back to Historia. Today we're exploring the life of one of the most influential figures in history, Augustus Caesar, the first emperor of Rome. From his humble beginnings to his unparalleled achievements, Augustus shaped the Roman Empire in ways that still echo through history. So grab a seat and join us as we journey through his life and uncover his incredible legacy. Augustus was born Gaius Octavius on September 23, 63 BCE, in a relatively modest family in the town of Vellitrae, near Rome. His father was a senator and governor, but his real path to greatness came through his maternal connection to Julius Caesar, his great-uncle. His early years gave no indication of the towering figure he would become, but the seeds of ambition were already sown. In 44 BCE, the course of Octavian's life changed forever. Julius Caesar was assassinated, and in his will, he adopted the young Octavian as his son and heir. At just 18 years old, Octavian found himself thrust into the turbulent world of Roman politics. It was a world of betrayal, ambition, and constant upheaval. At first, many underestimated him. Who could have imagined that this teenager would rise to become the master of Rome? But Octavian's sharp political instincts and knack for building alliances quickly became apparent. He joined forces with Mark Antony and Lepidus to form the Second Triumvirate, a political alliance aimed at avenging Caesar's death and defeating his assassins. The triumvirs achieved their goal in 42 BCE, with a decisive victory at the Battle of Philippi. But as often happened in Rome, alliances turned into rivalries. The triumvirate dissolved into conflict, particularly between Octavian and Mark Antony. This rivalry culminated in the famous naval battle of Actium in 31 BCE. Octavian's forces, led by his brilliant general Agrippa, decisively defeated Antony and Cleopatra. Their defeat and subsequent suicides left Octavian as the sole ruler of Rome, paving the way for the empire's rise. But Octavian's road to power was not without difficulty. Along the way, he faced betrayals, dangerous enemies, and political maneuvers that tested his resolve. His ability to navigate these challenges with shrewd diplomacy and calculated risk made him a force to be reckoned with. In 27 BCE, Octavian was granted the title Augustus, meaning the revered one, by the Senate. This marked the beginning of the Roman Empire and Augustus's reign as its first emperor. But Augustus was no ordinary ruler. He was a master of optics, careful to present himself not as a king, but as the first citizen, maintaining the illusion of the republic while holding ultimate authority. Augustus's genius lay in his ability to consolidate power while preserving the traditions of Rome. He restructured the government, reducing corruption and ensuring stability. His reign marked the end of decades of civil war and the beginning of the Pax Romana, 200 years of relative peace and prosperity. During this time, Rome flourished like never before, becoming the center of a vast and interconnected world. Augustus's reforms extended to nearly every aspect of Roman life. He professionalized the military, creating a standing army with clear terms of service and retirement benefits. This not only secured Rome's borders, but also ensured loyalty to the emperor. For the first time, soldiers became not just warriors, but integral parts of a larger state apparatus. Infrastructure was another cornerstone of Augustus's reign. He famously said, "I found Rome a city of bricks and left it a city of marble." He commissioned massive building projects, including the Forum of Augustus, the Temple of Mars Ultor, and the Ara Pacis, an altar symbolizing peace. His efforts transformed Rome into a city worthy of its status as the heart of an empire. Beyond the physical, Augustus also focused on administrative reforms. He divided Rome's vast territories into provinces with governors directly accountable to him, ensuring efficient governance. Tax collection was standardized, reducing abuses and increasing state revenues. These changes laid the groundwork for an empire that could sustain itself for centuries. Augustus didn't just reshape Rome's physical landscape. He also ushered in a cultural renaissance. Known as the Augustan Age, this period saw the flourishing of Roman literature, art, and architecture. Augustus understood that culture could be a powerful tool for uniting people and reinforcing his vision for Rome. The poet Virgil composed the Aeneid, an epic that linked Rome's origins to divine destiny, reinforcing Augustus's image as the restorer of Roman greatness. Writers like Horace and Ovid also thrived during this time, creating works that remain classics to this day. These literary achievements not only celebrated Rome's past, but also inspired a shared sense of identity among its citizens. Art and architecture also flourished under Augustus. Public monuments celebrated military victories and the emperor's role as a bringer of peace. Sculptures and frescoes depicted idealized visions of Roman life, blending realism with propaganda to craft a narrative of prosperity and stability. Augustus's influence extended to Roman religion and morality. He revitalized traditional Roman religious practices, restored temples, and promoted family values through laws encouraging marriage and childbearing. These efforts reinforced social order and further cemented his authority. The emperor himself was portrayed as a pious leader chosen by the gods to guide Rome. Despite his many accomplishments, Augustus's reign wasn't without challenges. He faced conspiracies, military setbacks, and personal tragedies, including the deaths of his potential heirs. Succession became a pressing issue that would shape the future of Rome. The deaths of Marcellus, Agrippa, and his grandsons Gaius and Lucius created a succession crisis that loomed over the later years of his reign. Ultimately, Augustus adopted Tiberius, his stepson, as his heir. Though their relationship was strained, Tiberius succeeded Augustus in 14 CE, ensuring the continuity of the empire. It was a pragmatic choice, reflecting Augustus's commitment to Rome's stability above all else. The careful planning of succession set a precedent for future emperors, highlighting the importance of a smooth transition of power. Augustus's final years were marked by reflection on his legacy. On his deathbed, he reportedly said, "Have I played my part well? Then applaud as I exit." These words capture his awareness of his role as both a statesman and a figure of history. His reign left an indelible mark on Rome and the world. Augustus's legacy is vast and enduring. He transformed Rome from a fractured republic into a stable empire, laying the foundations for centuries of Roman dominance. His emphasis on governance, infrastructure, and cultural flourishing set a standard for leadership that would inspire generations. His reign demonstrated how vision and strategy could create lasting change. Even today, Augustus's influence can be seen in the architecture, governance, and culture of modern societies. The concept of a strong central authority, public works as a sign of state power, and cultural patronage all trace their roots back to his reign. His life is a testament to the power of vision, strategy, and determination. And that's the story of Augustus Caesar, the first emperor of Rome and a true visionary. His life reminds us that great leaders are not just born, they are forged by their times and their decisions. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments which historical figure or era you'd like us to cover next. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.